Good evening. This is Josh Castle, the Dungeon Master. Welcome to our game as we adventure into the land of Mallarend, or the normal races of D&D if not tread for generations, a place of mysterious origin, inhabited by a beast folk, who are as varied and numerous as the animals they resemble. This story is about a group of these people. We join them as they find their path in the chaos of war, as predators collide for survival and conquest. Will our heroes become another meal, or casualties of war, or will they answer the call of the Beastlands? Remember to follow us on social media and Discord, as well as YouTube. Like and subscribe. Thank you.
Please, the map.
It just means that I know where it comes from.
Well, now it's authentic. So now the Beastlands is this Grecian Macedonian type land.
Right, I
So
could
there's al-
almost pretend like that's just a local name for the continent, except that I don't know what it means. It probably means something less genuine.
Hey, it's just
Well,
because
that just means.
it's just because Castle's doodles are canon.
Oh.
Yeah, everything else is vandalism.
I mean, this just
Are you
means death.
referring to the one in red or the one in green?
Yes.
Both.
Both. The one in red is Thanatos, which means death. And Escitis Itanido means Ascites was here.
Okay.
I think we can leave it. It makes it quite charming.
I think we can leave death.
We can leave the death. The death states.
Alright, guys, so last time in the Beastlands, we were traveling through a recently occupied Tusculi territory. They had taken over the abnormally giant tree that everyone was so curious about and killed the rocks that were living in it. And through their hasty escape, used the magical bracelets that Polly had acquired to tunnel several miles underground to avoid enemy flying patrols. And even slept down there, popping up only to scout things out. Our party even found a chasm, an underground chasm, although they decided to continue on their way, thinking that it was probably not worth their time. When they popped out on this side of the, or on the hostile side of the wall, they heard the sounds of battle and went to go and join in, and with magical ice springing around the Tusculi forces from Lesk's god of thunder and other forces of destruction from the party, crossbow bolts from the wall and fireballs, the battle was won on the side of the mammals. However, upon introductions, it seemed that their general in charge of that section of the wall had discovered treachery among the ranks of our heroes, imprisoning and questioning them under magical circles of truth, and found that not only was Alagos a imposter, but an active spy and possible terrorist, although his true intentions may be more convoluted. The party last seen him in captivity of General Duskin and went on their way, picking up from the this border military outpost a trio of rhinos, actually, which is the common beast of burden in the area, and a cart in which to pull, a large cart. And it seemed as though that they were going to continue on their way to Salmon's Run, which at this point is just a few miles away. Riding on the cart with the rhinos, you think you could be there in probably a half a day's travel. Maybe less.
Before we leave, are we gonna go get my friend back?
Your friend?
He's a terrorist and all, but you know. Is there proof? Did he kill anyone?
He definitely, when you look at him close, he's not who he says he is.
Does that make him bad? What if he's on the run from something?
She's right. We're being judgmental. DM, we need to change some things.
Oh, by all means, start talking it out, guys. You have a... I mean, what was said while he was under the circle of truth? He said that his name was... Shit, I would have to look it up again. Something Vespix. And he is here to infiltrate and... infiltrate the surrounding territories and undermine the enemies of the Hive. And this is not the Tusculi Hive. This was the Vespix Hive, which apparently are competitors in the bee-like overhives of the Hivelands.
So there's proof that he was bad? Or did he just say he was bad?
Well,
There's
under the zone of truth, so.
Yeah, there's as far as you know, he hasn't done anything hostile or technically evil. It was just he was not who he said he was, and Todier called him a traitor, and the party seemed to accept that and move. However, if you want to revisit that, I am all for it.
By the way,
to him?
We tried. He didn't really say anything else.
he was refusing.
Maybe is he scared? Did he look scared of something?
Would you like to give me an insight check? You were there.
Yeah.
This is kind of post. You're just thinking about the encounter and like there's something not right about this. Give me an insight check.
So he never seemed mean. Maybe he was running. Well, I know nothing.
Jeez. No, I mean, you're free to make your own conclusions.
If we see him again, I will question him then. Until then, I have to go with the party's decision, because I am blind, as most badgers are.
Yeah. But it is noted that you are questioning whether he is as hostile as the encounter made him seem.
Well, I mean,
Because it is true. What basically happens when you're under the influence of a circle of truth is you'll try to, if you try to say a lie, you will instead say the truth. So it may have been out of context. He was trying to say something that wasn't true, and it came out like the harsh reality of it.
So, does the truth circle say the truth that they believe, or the factual truth?
It's the truth you believe. So if you believe something is true, you'll say it. It's your truth.
Aha. That's what I was
So it's not factual truth. Oh, Polly is, that's good.
you.
That's good.
Yeah, your understanding of magic is good enough. I'll allow that, even though it's priest magic.
Okay, so just note down that I'm suspicious that he's not bad.
Yep. It has been noted. Someone just try to say something?
Yeah. I was going to say Dirk as well didn't think anything evil was stated in regards to that. So I was going to say Dirk would be very highly confused as why we're leaving him. But other than that, he didn't really say he was a Tusculi.
Are we still in the area?
Yes, the party had just bought the rhinos and we're packing up and buying some provisions, although there's not much here, and getting ready to go. So you're still in the area. There's really not a whole lot to do here besides there's a small church of Odin, and there is a bunch of military tents and a quartermaster and things of that nature. It's kind of like a military outpost with a church.
Got-
I had talked
I have
to
an
the
idea.
guard he was left in custody with.
Sorry, one more time, Polly.
Oh, sorry.
Can I talk to the guard he was left in custody with? You said his name was Justin.
That was the general. You could try and talk to the general.
Yes, please. I would like to put on my most nervous badger face, align my glasses correctly, stiffen my shoulders, and go talk to this general.
Okay. Yeah, you go, and you go alone.
Who's coming with me?
I'll go.
Oh God.
Follow.
Oh. Anyone else?
I'm not gonna do anything bad, I promise. I need to,
Alright, pinky promise. See that little tiny finger, little small one right next to the end of your paw? I want that one. Now you're gonna touch mine and say pinky promise.
so, which one, left or right? Because my
Doesn't
left
matter.
one is missing.
Okay, you're right one.
Okay,
Say pinky promise.
I do. You can, wait, I swear on my life. Okay, because I made a promise to someone else, I'm about to roll. Is that okay?
I mean, I was
Wait.
only going to take your finger if you misplaced your attitude, not your life. But if you're betting your life, I'll take it.
Well, they don't have a roll for genuineness. Yeah, I promise.
Okay.
Oh
cool.
yeah, I mean, only if you're trying to lie to somebody do you really need to
Yeah,
worry
I'm not.
about. Yeah. So I was like, oh, you're lying. Okay. All right. So you, the trio of you go over to where some of the guards direct you to the general's tent. He is taking. They say that he's resting. It's his time off, but he may still be awake. And his tent is large. Seems to be made of some sort of hyena hides, and is under guard. You approach the guards there, and they say, "Halt! State your business."
I would like to speak with the general. He has my friend. My friend may be evil. I would like his opinion. He didn't state any evil facts. I was told the general, my apologies, may still be awake. Can I talk to him?
Yeah, I remember you guys. Let me ask him. Hey, General Duskin.
Yes.
You have some visitors. It's about the prisoner we captured today.
Bring him in.
All right.
I
they let you in.
excitedly run around this massive bear. I'm like, oh, the legend exists. My grandmother wrote about you.
Oh, did you? That's...
What is your opinion on my evil friend? He didn't say anything evil. He doesn't smell evil. You see, the truth circle only says the truth you believe. Have you ever believed, sir, that you were bad when you weren't?
Take a seat.
I sit down.
I also sit down. But I just... Dirk sits on the floor. Like, he doesn't even sit in the chair. Duskin then goes over to this drink tray and starts pouring tea into 3 separate cups that are there. And pours a little honey in it. And then he hands a cup to all of them. And then he sits down and in his own chair, which is pretty big and husky.
Yeah.
And he goes, honeydew tea goes well with any type of day I'm having. Anyway, so basically, this is the situation here. Right now, these type of wasps, these insectoids, they're posing a real awful problem for us Ursaring nations here. It would not look very good of me to just let him go off of him being nice, per se. If you catch my drift. And trust me, we won't. Unless he does anything evil or anything like that, I won't have to use my hammer on him.
Oh, as a lawful good ally, I look up to you as a very gracious being, a legend almost. Can I take my friend into custody? I promise I'll take care of him. If he causes any damage, trouble, or harm to anyone, I will return him to you.
I'm gonna need a little more concrete evidence that he's not going to go awry.
Well, if he causes too much damage, I'll kill him and bring you the body. If he causes minimal amount of damage, I will take him as a prisoner and bring him back to you. Until then, he'll serve as a prisoner or a guard, or somebody to fetch and hunt wood. Of course, he'd never be alone. He'd always be with one of the others, just to ensure he wouldn't run away.
Josh.
Yeah?
Can I talk to you in the GM chat real quick?
Absolutely, my friend.
Cool.
It's a maybe.
By the way, who is the other person in general chat?
Acities?
Acities? Yes.
Psyches.
Isn't that the new alagos? Alagos?
Oh, is it?
Psyches.
Oh no, wait, that's the...
Aside.
Who are you? Where did you come from? Are you RT?
I can't talk yet.
Okay. Understandable.
So you're the Apple logo I've been staring at going, where did that come from?
Where did what come from?
There's a little black square with a freaking Apple logo in the middle of it on the freaking world map.
That's me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm an apple! I'm a giant fruit
A giant fruit.
made of silver. I kill werewolves.
And I'm going to be joining you today. Oh, the adventures we'll have.
Till freaking Dirk takes a bite.
Tell me if y'all can hear this.
Nope.
Your voice?
Well, I haven't done anything yet.
Oh, well then.
It's perfect.
Did you hear that?
Nope.
Nope.
Did you hear that?
Nope.
No.
Okay, then you can't hear it. All right. So you can't hear me.
No, I can
you-
hear you. Just can't pick up what you're trying to do.
Are you talking using Roll20?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. What are you trying to do?
Right now, I'm just sitting back enjoying the game.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you're
you'll
doing
find out who I am soon enough.
Soon. So, if Polly,
Yeah.
this tea is really making me sick, and I might throw up
Step outside.
slash cause a scene that you might
Step
be able to do
Outside,
something.
or you'll lose your finger. We made a pinky promise. That means you promised me your finger if you make a scene. Now, I'm a little
So how?
disappointed you didn't bet your life, but if you're going to make a scene, you should step
Fine.
outside or willingly lose that finger.
I wanted to cause a distraction if you wanted to get alagos out.
Nope. We do this the right way or not at all.
Fine. I'll put my shrooms back up.
But if you're still interested in losing your finger, give me a moment and I'll sharpen my claws.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Awesome, we're on the same page. Thank you. Right now it's a maybe. So please sit down, be silent, and wait for the legend.
I
We
will.
appreciate your patience.
It's like, am I on a ride?
You know, a badger versus a possum, the possum's going to lose.
Yes, I'm a little terrified.
Ah,
should
your
be.
intelligence is as low as I thought it was. That's impressive. Do you know colors as well?
I paint with the colors of the wind, thank you.
Chocolate wind,
Rain. Chocolate rain.
no chocolate wind.
Nope, nope. Just as low as I thought it was. Writes on notepad.
Dang it.
Or, as they say where I come from, diarrhea. Right now, I'm just an ethereal ghost floating around in the nothingness. Well, what in the world could he possibly be asking them?
If I'm allowed to bring another character back, like it's another pet.
And who are you bringing back?
Alagos.
Our
Chris-
companion.
Is Chris on here?
No.
Then how can you bring him back?
By getting permission to let him travel with the party instead of being kept in a cage.
Oh. Okay. And what's up with you and Dirk peeing on everything?
Oh, that's just me. That's not him.
Oh, okay. Well, is there a podcast
You
where
gotta go, you gotta go.
you don't have bodily fluids mentioned in there somewhere?
Well, I don't know because I mean I was in the circle of truth, so I was in the zone in the moment, and the truth came out. I really had to pee.
Okay.
If you
Whoever
pee
came up with it needs to be shot.
on anything in this tent, it'll be a different finger that you lose.
No, I won't do that. I'll be a gentleman and go outside.
Alright, thank you.
I thought you really had to poop and then you rolled like a 14 on your performance.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. it was. I was very relieved because if I got a low roll, I was actually going to try to cause a scene, not necessarily intentionally, but my body's just doing weird things.
So who's the praying mantis?
Toady. How's it going?
And Lesk is a goat.
Yep.
Yup.
Les,
Oh,
when did
I
you
will
get
be-
here?
Just at the very end of the recap.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you were here, else I wouldn't have answered for you.
Yeah, I also noticed that I lost track of time. So I hurriedly got into the Discord.
So guys, don't
I
tell
will
Castle, but instead of like a dice box or anything, I'm just gonna check our chat again real quick, make sure he's not in there. I'm printing him a 3D printed dice sword.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Mhm.
I'm very excited about it.
I have a 3D printer. However, I have not been able to get it to work recently.
What style?
Um,
Like which model?
Little Spot Mini.
Okay. And what's your problem?
It's just really bad adhesion.
Yeah. Have you ever just taken some glue sticks and put a little layer on there for just the first few layers? It comes off pretty easily if you warm it up.
I think right now it's just because I'm in a room with really good ventilation, so there's drafts in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's just it.
Yeah. Have you seen the 3D printed enclosures? Like all you need to do is cut the plexiglass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I still need to do that, but my room's full of reptiles, so there's like pretty good warmth around it, so it doesn't get too
Mhm.
bad of an effect.
Testing.
We can hear you.
Yay! Meanwhile, 10 minutes of found outness. Sorry, I was in communion with Odin there. Anyways. Fine. I will release your friend under one condition. I want you to get me something.
What is it?
Oh, here a couple miles at the southwest, at the base of the mountain, there is an ancient temple that has a spiritual protector of sorts, hiding a particular treasure that I'm wanting. You give me this treasure, and I'll take your word to guard him. But I so much as hear one disturbance from him, my hammer meets his head.
Will you tell me to close my eyes prior, because I'll be the one bringing him to you if he causes any misfortune?
You know what I mean.
Alright, come on guys. To the bottom of the mountain.
Do you know what you're kidding?
Nope.
Okay, well,
Yeah, it's a good idea. They always read my notes. I'm really bad at that communication stuff. So yeah, go ahead and tell me, pretty please. I'll give them the notes, I promise.
And I'm here too, so,
Don't listen.
you know.
Okay, well, so basically you're looking for a honey pot. A very old honey pot.
Somehow I had a feeling it was a honey pot. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
a honey pot. I did send soldiers in regards to it to see if they could retrieve it, but only a scout came back to perform that, or to inform me that unfortunately it didn't go so well, and apparently there's some sort of a living statue there. Other than that, yeah, give me the honey pot. I'll set your friend free.
Steal honey pot from living statue. Got it all right here in the notes. Alright, I'm gonna go get the rest of them and we'll head down to the base of the mountain. Thank you. I will see you soon.
I have a question though.
Yes.
This spirit thing that guards this place, what is it?
I'm not sure.
Is it could it kill us?
Probably.
Well, that's perfect. Yep, we're good. We'll be back.
Alright. Oh, did you all want your cups to go? I've got nice little paper cups here.
Yes, please. I would love one.
Duskin literally just drags this giant leaf out and just pours the tea in the leaf and then hands it to you.
Thank you. Grandma's gonna love to read all about this.
Who's your grandma?
She's a toad sage.
I've heard a few about it, but not too much. But any friend of hers, though, you know, you can stop by whenever.
Oh, you're just as awkward as she is. She would love to hear that. You guys would be great friends.
Toodaloo.
Toodle oo indeed. You go meet back up with your friends?
Yes. I hand them the notes. It says we have to steal the honeypot for the legend from the spirit who's killed others in order to get Alagos back in our custody.
Yeah,
Now,
that's
Polly.
pretty much it.
Now, Polly,
We're outside of the tent at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
you know, you can dig through stone.
That's gonna make this a lot easier.
And we can just, you know, dig.
Are they saying this with the rest of the group?
No. No, we are
Oh, okay. Then I will continue to stay silent.
I thought we were at the group and I handed them my notes. Are we not?
Oh.
Oh, yes. Then, yes.
Oh, well then.
Wow, that's trouble.
Les is going to interject. I don't think that getting the bear folk angry at us is in our favor at the moment. We don't have much of a place to go.
So we should definitely get that honeypot, right?
Yes.
If we want to continue traveling with Alagos, yes.
Let's go.
I can take his place.
No, you can't.
No, I mean I can just put a fake door underneath. I can disguise myself and pretend I don't like the bear people.
If they question you
Remember, dear,
again,
I'll see you.
all they'd have to do is put a zone of truth down, and you'd reveal everything.
Well, that's okay because all I'd had to do is just jump through the trapdoor and I'm safe. So truth is, I don't belong here. See y'all later and escape.
I don't
Honestly,
think you
there isn't
thought
a
this
thought
plan
behind
through.
those eyes, is there?
No, because see, here's the kicker. There's actually dynamite down below because I'll take dynamite with me. So as I go for my escape, I blow it up, collapse the cave, and walk out on the other side unscathed.
Someone should have spent the money on bombs.
I still have money on bombs, or 4 bombs.
Who gave
Well-
you bombs?
No, I mean, I've not bought them yet. I got 2 smoke bombs.
But you did miss our shopping episode, unfortunately, where they were selling like potions, poisons, bombs, oils, and like a whole bunch of weapons.
that
It was-
that brings up a
2 shops in a mountain called All the Weapons and Expendable Implements.
Polly. You get to add 151 gold pieces, 3 silver pieces, and 4 copper pieces. Because we sold monsters that you helped killed. So we set aside some of the money we got from it for you.
Okay, thank you. Can you repeat that for me one more time?
151 gold, 3 silver, and 4 copper.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Well, where is this fabled honeypot supposed to be?
2 miles away at the bottom of the mountain.
Southwest.
Isn't the mountain the dragon's territory?
Well, he said it was a living statue.
Hmm. Oh. As long as we don't run into that dragon, I suppose we could check it out.
Woo, let's go.
Alright. You all mount up and start heading to the southwest then?
Yes, in our
Yes, I get to ride my rhino.
double-poled rhino.
Yes. On Duke, on Daisy, on Duchess, and Muchess, and party, here we go.
Do you want to cast your Speak with Animals spell again?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's another duration. And they're like, alright, Let's go. A trade's a trade. Make sure you keep hooking us up with them apples.
Oh, I will. And do you prefer me to talk to you like this, or do you like want me to talk to you like you?
What?
What? So we're actually going to this temple, so we're going to hang right at the apple tree, go down 50 yards to take a left at the pear side, and then 50 feet below you'll find Sagittarius, and we'll take a step down. You catch me, man?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
What's a Sagittarius?
I don't know, man. That's just what they told me. I'll just point.
Right. So, would Acetes please join me in the GM chat?
I like the way Castle said it more. It's the Acetes.
It's a cities.
A city. I was originally going to say Acetes, but I was like, no, let's think about this.
At first,
Just
when Josh
butcher
said
it every
I'm gonna
time.
be honest, I thought it was ass titties.
Oh my god.
Like crude gamer tag. Just
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I was like,
Did
clearly
not
a
see
15
that.
gamer tag just tossed up here.
Oh, I will be right back.
Alright.
Oh, in case Josh hasn't been mentioning this, Cody, my character sleeps at your feet every night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he's never
That's-
slept alone because he lived with grandmother his entire life.
Oh.
So he just sleeps by your feet every night.
Okay.
Like the one night we were in like the hotel thing, he just slept in your chest.
Yeah. Like a little
Yep.
less puppy. Okay.
Only it's a honey badger.
Yeah, it's like a really intense puppy.
Really intense puppy.
Isn't it honey badgers that are born like the size of a grain of rice and have to fight over the mother's nipples?
I thought they were like born in like big packs of like 50 to 60 or some shit like that. So I think that would be about the case.
Yeah, they're born with a lot, but there's only 6 nipples, and so the first 6 to make it to those nipples, guess what? You will survive.
Back to the death.
For now.
Yeah, for now. You at least get to make it into babyhood.
Mhm. What were the rhinos' names, by the way?
Duke, Daisy, and Duchess.
Duke Daisy.
Yes. Triple D. Tenacious Triple D.
Yep, triple D's. That's the way to go. Anyway,
Duchess. With 2 S's. Why not?
so you start making your travel, and it was already afternoon by the time you take off, and you get a few miles, and it starts getting dark. You figure you still got a few more miles to go. It's probably time to pack it in for the night, get a fresh start in the morning. Anyone want to take first watch?
Can the rhinos keep pulling us? One of us directing them, and everybody else sleeping in the wagon,
Yep, that's me.
and then we can take
yes.
watches as in shifts of driving the rhinos.
Well, you also have to be able to mount this thing. So if you're really bad at doing that, you're probably not the person to do it.
Well, the real problem is that you got 3 rhinos, and 2 of them are pulling the cart. And if the rhinos pull through the night, they're animals, you know what I mean? And they don't have dark vision. They're daylight animals. You might lose control of them, and they will start incurring exhaustion and things like that.
How much sleep do they need?
I mean, they go to bed when it gets dark. You know what I mean?
Dang it.
Yeah, that's not to say you can't push them, but unless you have a ton of spell slots to use on talking with these guys, it might be difficult to get them to move all through the night.
Would you force your new litter of puppies to stay up all night long when you just bought them?
I wouldn't.
No.
That's a bad start.
The second night.
Give it the second night.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So, who wants to take first watch?
I will.
Okay. Who wants to take second watch?
I'll take second.
Okay. Who wants to take third watch? That sounds like Dirk said I will.
I think so.
I will.
Okay. Alright then. First watch, give me a perception check. Alright. Please hold.
What? My breath? My... What? My mother? What's that? Secrets?
Secrets.
Hold secrets.
A beer.
And at nighttime, I like to sound like Dirk.
And then my nighttime, I sound like Turtle.
Oh my goodness. What happened, Turtle?
Oozes. So many oozes.
Oh.
You ever wonder if you ever get your tongue caught in the acid rain? It tastes like cinnamon.
You ever wonder? Oh my. I found a bee's nest and they stung me in the vocal cords 50 times.
Yeah, all I do is draw like you. Oh man. I just had a really messed up thought of Dirtle just holding like one of those, you know, those folks who have to have that device.
Yeah. A
Yeah.
little stoma thing for heavy.
Although it's
smoke
being
damage.
held up to Dirtle going, now all I do.
All I do is warn people, stay away from bees.
That's awful.
Children, people are terrified when I say, I love you.
Alright, second watch. Give me a perception.
Well,
Alright. Third watch. Give me a perception.
does he
Please.
have advantage on all these? He's in the dark. Wow.
My
Wow.
perception precedes me.
You have advantage on perception in the dark. What?
No, no.
Alright, so, luckily, there's no hostile forces in this area. You think it's a pretty quiet night. And when you wake up in the morning and you start packing up, I mean, there's not much to pack up, but you start making out the stuff for breakfast and you realize all of your rations are gone. You don't even have a trail biscuit left to your names.
I do an immediate investigation, and I scream out loud, Odin's cursed us!
I mean, you can do an investigation.
Dirk is very confused.
21.
Not a trace.
I will try.
Not a trace. You have no idea. You know there was food there before you guys went to bed.
Who stored the food?
I'm in a conundrum.
I think it's the stupid fat hobbitses. They stole the food.
So fats and greedies, hobbitses.
Did the rhinos somehow get into it? You had them
No,
properly hooked up.
they would have had to put their face in the cart.
I suppose that is true.
Yeah, they would have had to climb like halfway on. They would have woke everyone up. And dig around in your bags. Like it's not like you had a stack of rations in the corner, you know.
How in the world?
Well,
Jojo, this isn't another one of your stupid jokes.
I love food, but I am no thief. Which actually, I'm intrigued. So there's how many party members? It's
Five
us?
of you?
5 of us, yeah.
One roll takes care of 5 people. I don't like your games, voice in the sky.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
No use asking him.
Okay, well,
Dirk,
I'll
did you
talk
see
to you
anything?
later.
Well, with my untrained keen eye, I saw a whole bunch of nothing.
I suppose it cannot be helped. Today I will make us food. Now
I was
you
fixing to
use
say
that.
I can go find some berries.
Would you like to cast create food and water?
Yep. How often do we need to feed the rhinos? Is it every day?
I mean, yes. They really prefer to be fed daily. However, the thing is, when you create food and water, it creates like nourishing yet bland material.
Oh.
So like mashed potatoes. Or just like it'll make the food but it won't have the full flavor. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like banquet meals.
Right. So you cast it to feed yourselves?
Yep.
Dirk was gonna go ahead and see if he could just find some game or something.
I guess I'll
I'll
let you
go
try
with
that
him.
first.
Real fast.
Alright, well, you guys can give me a survival check, I suppose. Sites, you definitely notice the commotion from your vantage point. Feel free to hop in whenever.
Everybody there. What it is you are looking for?
What in the world is that?
Look, I found an animal. I'm gonna shoot it. I pull my bow.
I'd like to hit him.
Good luck, possum boy.
You missed.
You couldn't hit the side of a barn if he was inside and all the doors were shut.
You can't hit the side of something from the inside. That's theoretically impossible. That's the side theory paradox.
You just
And
said
it's-
inside. There are sides.
No. Okay, the side is on the outside, not the inside.
Did he say
Because
outside or did he say side? Because
He
walls are
said the
side.
side of a barn.
You're an idiot. Idiots all. Idiots all.
Ignore that one.
So what is it? What is it you're looking for?
Our missing rations and a honeypot.
Wow. Well, honeypot I do not have, but food or the plenty. Enough for all of us. That is my 9 lives. I don't know about yours, but food I have plenty.
Would you like to describe yourself?
And your food.
Well, I suppose I could. You see my yellowish grey fur, and of course you can tell I'm a cat folk, and some of you might think I look like a bobcat, I suppose. But very good at what I do, obviously, because I did it to you in the middle of the night, while the mantis boy was off in his own little world. Yes, we took your food, and yes, it was delicious, but I still have some left. We did not eat it all.
Are you saying you stole our food in the middle of the night?
Sort of. You know, I really don't care for some of your rations. They're not that tasty, at least for what I like to eat. And
How were you able to hide your tracks?
I'm very good at what I do. If you were to take me with you on your quest, I should be inclined to return the food. Otherwise, I suppose I'll have to just track you some more. You'll never know when or where, but you can rest assured you'll wake up and something will be gone.
You just ate our food. So
It's
if
not-
I'm following your logic, you're going to return food the same way I return my food. I don't want your stinking rations.
You possum boy are an idiot. I said I did not
No.
eat all because I don't like some of your rations. But yes, we
Just said
ate
you
a
ate 'em all.
small. We ate a small portion, no more than I need. 9 lives I have, but I don't need to feed all 9 of them at once.
Dirk just walks up to him and goes,
Can I have a piece of lettuce?
You have a what?
Piece of lettuce?
A piece of liver?
Lettuce.
Lettuce,
Of
green,
what?
leaf, wet, eat salads, lettuce.
Lettuce.
I suppose. But before I return any of the food,
Uh,
you have to promise to take me with you.
Why do you want to come with us?
Yeah, Polly, you're better at these negotiations.
Venture I seek, strange you are, not from around here. I know these woods, I know these places, and I certainly know how to take your food in the middle of the night and leave no trace. Valuable to you I would be, I suppose, but if not, I shall disappear into the shadows.
Well, I'm definitely not worried. If all you seek is adventure and company, you're more than welcome to join us. However, if you seek to harm myself or my companions, we will react as such travelers do. Harshly. Feel free to join us if you wish, as long as there is no harm intended.
Hold on. Is he lying? Oh, I got a 20.
I intend no harm, but I will defend myself if necessary.
You're being irrational.
I believe him.
I
Stupid
just
fucking
want
boy.
lettuce.
As long as Possum Boy stays away from me, we'll be fine.
Unfortunately, he travels with us too.
Can we, like, put a sock over his head?
I wish. Oh, that'd be
I
so
have a
nice.
hat.
Sugar.
Should
Dude, do we
take
have
it?
a sock?
All right, so what is it? You get your food, I'll come with you. Or you continue to lose things as you travel. Good luck finding me.
Come with us. Come on. You seek no harm, only adventure and company. So you feel free to join.
Only if you decide to take first watch every night we travel.
That's rude. You need sleep as well.
You
That's
did steal
terrible.
our food.
It shouldn't be every night we travel.
And
You can't pay for food forever.
and
If he is an ex...
he
Huh?
got past the person that can't see in the dark, so I'd suggest it.
If he can steal things under our nose, imagine what he can do to those who are trying to kill us in our sleep.
Very good at what I do.
For once, I agree with Dirtle. A weird feeling.
Very well. The party has acquired a new member. So, rations are given out, returned, and breakfast is had. And the party moves on its way. There's another 3 miles or so through the brush. Doesn't take that incredibly long. The rangers guiding the large cart through a slightly smaller forest than what you were previously used to. Looks like some of the trees here aren't quite so ancient. Maybe they're just not of the same breed of gigantism found in the other forest. However, they're spaced far enough apart that you don't have to make that many detours or chop down very many trees to get on your way. And you make it to the indicated location on the map. It is an open cave. It looks like there are some unlit braziers on the outside of it, large iron oil wells that seem to be lit with a torch when used, although currently they appear quite empty and rusted. The opening of the cave is quite large, though. Standing at 20 feet tall and almost as much wide, you imagine anything could go in that if it wanted to.
Let me take a look.
Even a rhino?
You want me to check it out?
You shouldn't go alone, just in case. Should we all go
I'll
together?
go with you.
No.
I'm very good. I'm very
No,
good at
because-
hiding.
If there's a trap, then we'd all fall victim to it if most
Very
of us
good
stay
at finding
behind.
traps. I'm very good at what I do.
Take
I'll
my
watch
skill
you from-
defender.
Still.
All right. I am going to beginning. Well, where are we right now? We're right at the
From the
mouth of the
cave?
cave. Or... Where are we? Did I just lose everybody?
No.
I think Castle's muted.
No.
Shit, sorry, yeah, I was muted on
Yeah.
my
Oh.
on the mic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're about 20 feet or so away from the cave entrance. You can make out the braziers and, the entrance itself.
Okay, I'm going to go cautiously up to the cave entrance, looking around at everything, any objects I detect. I want to inspect them very closely.
All right. Honestly, I'm still looking for the name of the creature that is the feature of this area. But you go up to the braziers and give me an investigation check real quick.
Ecositria.
Indeed. With a 23, you find that some of the inscriptions on the braziers still seem to be intact, although you can't quite make out what they mean. They seem to be in a runic scripture I'm familiar with. There are some tracks and scuff marks and some blood near the entrance. Looks like perhaps there was a scuffle in the recent past.
Can I discern the tracks?
You can give me a survival check.
Oh, that's stunk.
That's not good.
Yeah, it is too muddled. You can't quite make it out.
I take a look at the blood.
What's that?
I want to look at the blood.
All right. It is somewhat dry and browned, and it seems to be well mixed in with the sand and gravel in the entrance.
What does the floor cave feel like? Is
What's
it
that?
dry? Is the floor cave dry, wet, damp, squishy?
It seems pretty dry.
Sorry.
Okay, I want to give the area a once-over checking for traps.
Alrighty. I'm going to go ahead and let you keep that investigation check. At the entrance here, it doesn't seem like there are any traps to be found. Although, I will say that there is an inscription above the cave door with that.
Okay.
Dirk walks up to Messages here, and he goes,
So, what are you exactly?
We are a cat folk.
Well,
You
no,
would-
no. You like a
would say-
bounty hunter?
You would say a bobcat.
Are you like a bounty hunter?
No. I'm very good at what I do.
What do you do?
Whatever I want.
That's fair.
What do you do as an occupation?
I seek personal gain, favors, information, leverage, treasure.
Are you a
And
politician?
I work for politicians.
Oh, I can see the resemblance.
Some have referred to me at one time or another as a spy. Some have called me a rogue. I don't care what you call me, but just know one thing. If I really wanted to, I'd take everything you have, and you'd never find me.
Honest.
Very good at what I do.
All right, I'll leave you to it.
So
I'm pretty-
what's,
Pretty much done
what,
here.
what does that inscription say up top then?
Let's see. Lesk, do you want to give me a religion check?
Sure thing. Can I do this with guidance?
Yes.
"Oh,
17.
It's not bad."
Even the pure of heart must be tested.
Hmm. Interesting. Sounds like this is some sort of trial that you must overcome. Well, that's what it's insinuating at.
I'm not good with tests.
I don't think I'd pass this one. My heart's not that pure. But there is 9 of us, so you never know.
Well, I suppose I can give it a go.
You might want to light the torch.
Yeah. How far can I see right now without dark vision?
The light extends a good distance into the cave, and then it goes dim for a little ways. It looks like the tunnel goes a little bit out of your vision.
Hmm. I suppose I'll cast light on something and carry it with me as I go, probably on my shield.
Very well.
Coming in.
Do what?
So, you catch the inscription on these braziers as well. It appears to be relating to your own religion. These runes. They seem to be from the same root, and you recognize the word Balder.
Balder.
Do you know the story of Balder?
The god of light.
Baldur's Gate.
I think that's a city somewhere.
No, it's a mythical legend.
Is this the mythical legend paradox?
Lesk, do you know the story of Balder?
Lesk might. Me, no.
Very well. Go ahead and give me a religion check.
Ooh, 6.
You're not very devout.
You know that he was an ancient god of your pantheon, one of the sons of Odin, but he died. He's a dead god.
I think I remember hearing stories of him when I was a child, but can't quite remember much. All that I do remember is that he died, possibly in battle once. Whatever this place might be, it has something to do with him, or at least these torches do.
Yeah.
And
I
there's
think
a
it would probably be helpful to know the story of Balder, but there's not a whole lot you can do about it right now.
Can me and Dirk really think hard and maybe know something?
Sure.
On fire. Pass them by.
The party can give me a religion check, I suppose.
With advantage?
No. If anything, separately with disadvantage. I'll let you roll straight.
This won't be much.
I mean, unfortunately, if I was Duskin, I would totally know who Balder is.
Yeah,
wow,
right.
we're doing really bad at this. Except
Yeah, so... fuck. Let's see. Cites, you have actually heard of this from probably your travels and talking with strangers, and it's a growing religion in these areas, the North Pantheon. Balder, Balder was immune to any mortal weapon. And many of the gods would laughingly try and strike him down, only to have their weapons bounce off him. He would bare his chest to them. It would be like a favorite game. But he did have a weakness. And the god of treachery and trickery, Loki, knew this, and one of the other gods who were partaking of this in Valhalla, he gave him a spear made of this god's weakness, and it was hurled and it killed him. And this was such a tragedy in the pantheon that the other gods attempted to retrieve his soul from hell. But the goddess, Hel, would not relinquish his soul unless her one condition was if every creature in the universe were to shed a tear for Balder, she would let his soul go. So they went around and for many, many years convinced all the creatures, all the plants, the animals, the peoples of the land to shed a tear for Balder. And they nearly managed it. However, the last creature that they could not get to do it was a giantess who was spiteful and hateful of the world. And they could not convince the giantess to shed a tear in the name of Balder. And therefore he never came back. And that is the tragedy of Balder.
That was such a sad story.
Shut up, Possum Boy.
You don't have empathy, do you?
Hello, empathy. Perdón.
No comprehende español.
Y no poteri perdón. Poteri nero. A glass of water. So you all were originally heading to town to resupply, and you got sidetracked by going back for alagos.
Sounds about 95% of our adventures already.
You always get sidetracked.
That or I'm highly convinced that everybody has ADHD.
Mm.
Which, knowing us, we probably do.
Hello, Pimp. Okay, so we lost Ollie again for the night, so I guess he's gonna watch the rhinos.
Okay.
But good news, I found the Guardian, and I also remembered or looked up the Legend of Balder and found out what it was his weakness was.
Mistletoe.
His mother Freya, foreseeing his death, asked every substance in the multiverse to swear never to hurt Balder, and they did, all except for mistletoe. He was well loved. He really was.
So if we got the giantess to shed a tear for Balder, we could bring him back.
Yes, that was the one stipulation.
So
I know how to do that.
Mistletoe refused to not harm Balder, but shed a tear?
No, the giantess was the one that refused to shed a tear to let Hel bring
yeah, but
back.
Freya asked every substance in the universe to not harm Balder, and Mistletoe was the only one to refuse. However, then the gods went around convincing everything living to shed a tear for Balder, even the plants, you said.
Yep.
And then mistletoe. Cause,
Yes. Mistletoe, in regret, shed a tear for Balder.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
I say we go
Mistletoe
find the
would be
giantess, set her on fire. I know how to make her cry.
Wow.
Well, you would have to find the giantess.
I'm up for it, but at a later date, of course.
He's like, what? We can resurrect a god? That sounds promising.
That would be an interesting journey.
Have you never played? Have you never played anything by Sierra?
Sierra Nevada?
Yeah, the software company back in the '90s that made Impossible Games.
I do remember that company. I can't remember what they made, though.
Space Quest?
King's Quest.
No, King's Quest. That's...
Yeah,
That's
King's.
okay. Yeah.
I know how to make her cry.
Oh well, you're gonna have to convince me because I haven't played that game.
Okay, well, I got at a later date. We'll do that
At a later
another
date.
time.
Hey, we'll see how that goes, huh? So, you find yourself at this opening to this cave. Who would like to enter?
I will.
Very well. Lesk volunteers. Anyone else?
We shall to the shadows.
Lesk still
And we
has the light shield, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go.
I'll follow in the shadows.
Very well. Keeping Leskin between you and his glowing shield. How about the trash pandas? Are you going to stay behind, or will you join the party?
Come on, Possum Boy.
I don't do that. I'll follow you at a distance from behind, but no closer.
I've got Dirtle 6.
Cool. So you two are watching the rear, making sure nothing ganks you from behind. 10-4.
Laryngitis.
You proceed into the tunnel, and the walls are worn smooth with time and wind, and it is more or less circular, except for the ground, which is level. And it opens up into a large, possibly 75-foot chamber that is circular, and there is a altar in the middle of the room, and it has a simple stone vase on it, base vase, and around the room in a star pattern are 6 large stone statues.
What are these statues of?
They're statues of noble Norse warriors. These are, you cannot make out facial details, but they seem to be bearded creatures in medium armor with full helms, and some of them are wielding, axes. Others are wielding like a sword and shield. One of them has a spear, so on. They just appear to be statues of ancient warriors. Probably very noble, if not legendary.
Dirk at that point goes,
These guys look really weird. Their fur grows on their faces, but nowhere else.
That's funny coming from a raccoon.
But I've got fur everywhere.
I want to check the floor.
What are you saying, Jacob? Sorry?
My
I wanna
mic was
check-
literally off.
I thought I heard you in the background. Alright. Acetate.
Ascites.
Ascites. That's going to take some getting used to. It's not too bad, though. Ascites. You wanted to check the floor?
Yeah, for like pressure plates or tripwire, anything like that.
There doesn't seem to be anything of the sort nearby, but well, go ahead and give me that investigation check. Okay, that's an 8. You seem to be in the clear. There doesn't seem to be anything deadly on the ground in front of you.
Can I climb one? How tall are the statues?
The statues are large. They are like 15 feet tall.
Can I climb on top of one?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a acrobatics check. Okay. You nimbly climb up onto the shoulder of one.
And checking for any type of seams in the statues. Are they all solid stone? Do they appear to be cast or chiseled or assembled?
Give me that investigation. They seem to be miraculously molded from a single piece of stone. You don't see any visible chisel marks. However, they are finely detailed, and you can see, even like after all of this time, you can see that the armor was molded with flaws in it, like the armor of the living must have had, like a chip here, maybe a missing link there.
I want to inspect the vase.
All right. How would you like to do that? It is a simple stone, unadorned vase.
Does it appear to be part of the altar or separate from the altar?
Separate from.
Is there anything else in this around the edges of the room, like flowers or tokens or any type of what looks like might have been an offering or something?
Yeah, there are some coins that are scattered around. Well, not scattered so much as like small stacks of coins at the feet of these statues. And I mean, it's dusty, a little dusty in here. There might have been something at some time, but anything organic probably would have rotted away a long time ago.
I don't know. What do you think, Lesk? It looks like all stone to me, but I've seen this before. I'm pretty sure they're going to come to life. It appears as if they have been at one time.
Well, I don't quite know what you mean by come to life, but these statues are excellently made.
They'll become animated.
It appears that whoever made this place had great faith for the gods, sculpting excellent figures of Odin's warriors.
We say we make an offering of the possum boy. Give me some of your hair.
All right. I pull a massive mound of hair from off my chest.
A fistful.
So I really didn't get that much, but
You don't need to roll for that. You're shedding.
sweet.
I just decided you're shedding. Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. I imagine you're always shedding.
Always.
Anyway, what would you like to do with it? This fistful of dirtle hair.
Well, I know at least one of my 9 hearts is not pure. I can't make an offering. Lesk, you do it. Although I don't know if Possum Boy's heart is pure either.
It is. Well, I can't roll to persuade you. I promise it is.
our travels, you have proven yourself to have anything but a pure heart. However, I was planning to make an offering anyway. So I'll
Can I try?
just that. You may make an offering if you'd like as well. I was going to offer 10 gold to the altar.
Forget that! I pull out my gold pouch and lay out 1,000 gold at the altar.
You
Quite a
couldn't
generous
carry.
offer you have there.
Wait, time out. You couldn't carry 1,000 gold. You wouldn't be able to move.
Oh,
You would
yes,
be
I can.
weighted. You're a possum. You can't carry 1,000 gold and still move.
Weight is different.
It's not
It's
real
actually-
gold, man.
It is, but it's not necessarily
But carrying finite.
It's
Yeah, I-
different. It is different materials. We just consider it all to be gold. It's some is jewels,
Okay,
things like that.
so 1,000 gold pieces in value.
In value, yes.
Okay.
along with doodle hair.
Along with the
I'm gonna creep back in the shadows just in case.
yeah, I would
Yeah,
like
there
to
is-
offer up just a gem worth say 10 gold.
There is sometimes that I do coins, which I call scales. That's the currency of the land. But in most cases, you'll find your currency in gemstones.
I'll find the darkest shadow and stand with my short bow ready or whatever.
All right. Darkest shadow. You could like hide behind one of the statues, I suppose.
Okay.
All right. So Yeah.
Did any of the statues have any more runes on them? Like the church did and the entrance.
not the
What's the-
statues.
Are we
Not the
still,
statues.
are we still in the dark, or is last light illuminating the area?
It is illuminating most of the area. He's got like 30 feet of bright light and 15 feet of dim light, I think, for the light spell. And it's like a 75-foot chamber.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll
20
hide
foot and
behind-
20 foot. So he's got a 40-foot area of light.
Okay.
in the
I'll hide
75-foot
behind
chamber.
One of the statues. Short bow ready.
All right. So, what is your offering? Oh yeah, you were looking for like runes and shit. So, not on the statues themselves, but on the altar next to the jar. It says, "Make your offering and be tested."
Ah.
Did it-
So this was a trial.
So, did my gold go in there?
The gold doesn't seem to be doing anything. Or, I mean, gems or gold, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I will take out, say, just a fleck of obsidian worth 10 gold and make my offering. Odin, I hope these brave warriors depicted within this room are serving you well even to this day. Know that if I ever fall, I will join you in glorious battle in Valhalla. You and your many sons.
I'll put a big chunk of incense.
You guys are doing this, and you complete your words, and you light your incense, and you make your gem offerings, but there doesn't seem to be any sort of reaction from the altar.
Can I? Okay, so I've never actually done this, but on my character sheet you can see it, so I'm not pulling this out of nowhere. I pull out my symbol of Odin, and I
Okay.
start kneeling before the altar.
Okay.
And I start trying to, in a very loose, dirty way, express the sorrow of Boulder needing tears, and yet we lack one last tear. Boulder is trapped forever, and we're in need of your emotions with all devotions.
This is actually excellent roleplay. However, it doesn't seem to have an effect. It appears that you're not making the proper offering.
Proper. What god
There were
is
specifically
this?
coins around the altars and the statues. Yes.
There's no coins around the altar. There are a few stacks of coins at the base of each of the feet of the statues, but they're ancient.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see anything littering the altar itself, though.
Nothing the altar.
Besides the vase.
There's a vase.
Yeah, there's a stone vase.
What's in the vase?
I put the coins in the vase.
They clink.
Okay, that did nothing.
This could simply just be a place for prayer. Is there any other place to go inside this chamber? Any other doors?
No.
Oh.
Are there any kind of inscriptions anywhere around this altar?
Yeah, next to the vase it says, "Make your offering and be tested."
I guess
Make
I'll
your
use one
offering.
of my scythes to cut open my hand and put just a little bit of blood in the vase.
Drip, drip, drip. Take 1 point of slashing damage. However, it does not appear to have an effect.
Doodle. Oh, wait, that's me. Dick.
Yeah.
Punch me in the face, make me cry.
What?
Punch me in the face. I want to cry.
All you need to do to make him cry is show him a picture of himself. You don't have to punch him.
What's a picture?
So,
An
do you
illusion.
remember what happened to your ex-girlfriend?
Yeah, what about it?
Yeah, kinda probably had something to do with that.
It wasn't me.
No, what you do, Dick?
Oh, he's crying.
Well, that was easy.
I want my tears in the vase.
You gather a tear and you drip it into the vase, and the altar lights up with a sourceless light that shines into a large area, leaving only the edges in darkness. And a ball of light jumps out of the urn, or the vase, and flies into one of the two statues by the entrance. And it starts animating. Everyone roll me initiative.
Turtle, what did you do?
I don't know. I'm emotionally distraught.
I was just kidding.
No, that was the proper offering. You figured it out.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry guys. I need to bring up the turn tracker.
Oh, is that token on here too?
It's...
Oh,
Wow.
Allow me to... So, please keep in mind that this is not a map that was intended for this situation. This was kind of unintended, but it's a relatively circular chamber, and the southern entrance is where you came in at, and
Is this a Baldur's Gate level?
no,
It looks like it.
no, I made this myself.
That looks really good.
This was actually underneath Noob's Luck. I had it prepped in case you guys were going down there, but you didn't, so.
We might go back one day.
Right. Sneak peek. All right, and we'll call that dark pit in the middle the altar. Let me drop some of your tokens. Oh, Polly's not there. All right. I actually have to edit your token. Damn it. CITES.
Too big.
HP. AC. Ammo tracking. Boom, and then I can make that your default. We're gonna have to get Cal to draw you up a token.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Garfield in a cape.
Just to blackmail him. Be like, hey, we're streaming this shit. I'll talk about your childhood. Anyway, so Toady rolled a 24. Couldn't put that in.
Yeah, Calvin, what would you like me to share with the group tonight?
Do what?
I said, what would you like me to share with the group tonight?
Meta
Nothing.
knowledge doesn't exist in this game. Just
Let's
the
go
really
14.
bad choices we make as we play the game.
Did you tell me about the small wooden box with no hinges?
What?
The small wooden box with no hinges in the middle of the room. And then Matt hit it with the sword and blew the dungeon up.
All right, feel free to place your tokens. Let's see. CITES, you said that you were hiding behind one of the statues, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you can go ahead and give me a stealth check if you like. And place your token, like, at the base of one of the statues.
Okay. My character sheet went somewhere. I don't know where it went. Yeah.
Okay.
And what? Which
You
are
just-
the two that are animated?
What's that?
Which two animated? Which two of the statues animated?
Oh, one of the statues is animated. It's the one down here by the doorway.
Oh, okay. I'll be behind that one.
Oh, the one down there.
Yep.
Where's the vase for the offering?
The black fern.
That's in this dark pit in the center. Right here.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm right next to it.
Okay, it's showing it's 85 feet away. I thought we were only 70 feet in diameter.
Let's see. I didn't make this chamber for this, but let's see what we got as far as width. I guess it's more like 90. I know it's not perfect, but you know, I didn't have this pre-planned. Duskin sending you on a mission for this was not part of my original scheme for the night.
No problem.
When the ball of light illuminated the room, it seemed to enlarge.
Yeah, seemed to enlarge, and the terrain changed. Crazy. Anyway,
My dark
Zodiac.
vision is blasted
Wait,
all to
I need
pieces.
to
now.
roll
Can't see
initiative. for these guys.
Blinded by the light.
Okay, so hold on. There we go. I knew I was doing something wrong.
It's the disappearing statues.
Yeah, I just formatted this wrong. Give me a second. Bear with me. All right. So I need initiative for this guy. Very well. Todier, you're up. You see the statue down in the bottom right corner start to animate.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and dash within 10 feet of it, so right there.
Your sound quality dropped considerably.
Yeah, the kids came in the room.
Ah.
Then, oh, let me just double check myself. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use a key point to call forth my astral arms.
Alright.
And then, let's see here, which one do I want to use? So, that doesn't count as my attack action, does it? Like, what action does that count as, essentially?
That's a bonus action.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my extra attack. Whenever I attack, I can attack twice. And
Yep.
then I'll also spend a key point to probably do 4 total, so... From 10...
You can't, because the Flurry of Blows
yeah,
costs a bonus action.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you're right. Bonus action for that one, but...
But you can make it 2 attacks. That, you go in for a slash, and it bounces off the stone statue, not inflicting any damage. Your second strike, likewise, bouncing off.
Alright, that's all I can do.
Very well. Ascites, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna use my short roll. And I'm gonna use steady aim.
Ah, yes. Bonus action, steady aim, give yourself advantage.
Yes.
Go right ahead. Actually, you already have advantage because you're hiding.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
So you could actually just instead use your bonus action to hide after you attack.
Okay. I'll do that.
All right. $18 and 24. The 18 would not have hit, but the 24 does. Your arrow manages to slam into the stone in a weak spot and lodge there, making a small crack. Give me your damage. You apply your sneak attack too, which I believe is 3d6 for your level. Okay, well your sneak attack failed.
I'm sorry, I forgot the damage.
That was just the attack. Let me do something to your character sheet real quick. And let me do something to your character sheet real quick and let it roll the damage when you roll the attack. Just save a lot of time that way. Let's see here. Where is that on here? Auto roll damage and crit. Okay. Boom. Alright, so roll it one more time. 7 piercing damage. Okay, so roll 3d6. That'll be your sneak attack damage. Alright. 16 points of damage total. However, it seems to be resistant, and it'll take half that for 8. Now, in the future, when you roll your next attack, on your character sheet below your weapons is the sneak attack thing. You're going to want to toggle that box next to it, and then it'll just add it in when you roll. And then if you don't get sneak attack, you turn it off so it doesn't roll that for you.
Okay.
Anyway, you tried to hide and you failed. You must have tripped and fell out into the open a little bit. You didn't quite get back into cover, which is fine. However, you still have your movement. What would you like to do?
I'm going to stay where I'm at. I'm going to climb up to the top of that statue.
Alrighty.
I'm going to sit on his head.
Sounds good. Just give me an acrobatics check real quick. Or athletics. You're actually an athlete. It would make sense. As a nat 20. Yeah, cool. Yeah, your athletic feat allows you to climb without movement penalty. Yep. So you can move your whole speed up there with no problem. And you are now perched on top of that statue's head. Up next is going to be the statue. And he's going to lumber forward into range of Todier. Which actually I'm not even sure he has to. He doesn't have to. He's going to swing at you. Missing with a 13. And nat 1-ing. Hold on, He does not follow up the nat 1, but it's a clear miss. He slams into the ground with a great crunch, and a slight plume of dust raises. And you realize that those hits, oh man, you really don't want to get hit by this thing. Up next is going to be Lesk.
I will. Ah, darn it. Since I can't get into melee range, I will cast a spell.
Very well.
Or will I? I don't have the best of spells at the moment. I think what I'm going to do is use my movement and cast Spiritual Weapon. So I will use my movement to get too close, and then cast Spiritual Weapon.
Very well. Cost Spiritual Weapon, and your hammer shall appear.
And I will attempt to blind it.
Okay, the Spiritual Weapon ricochets off the side of this thing with a thwump, with a miss, not dealing damage this round. What else did you say you were doing?
Oh, with an 18?
Correct.
Oh, dang. I'm going to attempt to blind it, I think. Nah, it's a stone statue. I think I'll just end my turn.
Very well. Dirk.
My apologies. I was muted. Okay. So, let me say that all again. So, Dirk is going to grab his Thorn Arrow +1 and shoot it at the statue.
Very well. Do you want to remind everyone what the Thorn Arrow does?
That's what I was going to hoping you would do. Because I can't remember.
Alright. I will pull it up. Arrows.
in my phone somewhere, I guess. Well,
Was it vine arrow?
Hold on. It was a thorn arrow. I think it was supposed to be a vine arrow.
Yeah.
Arrow.
All right, so this is going to do like a grasping vines. A 10-foot radius on impact.
Right.
And a creature in the area, when they appear, is going to do a DC 12 strength saving throw. However, this is not a +1 arrow, just so you know.
Oh, it's not?
It does count as magical for bypassing, but it's not a +1.
Oh, okay.
However, it's gonna need to do a DC 12 strength check.
Which might be a little simple for statue.
Something so big, yeah.
I only got a 15 anyway.
Oh yeah, he still has to make it because it's an AoE, so it slams into the wall behind him, and the vines still try and grasp him. However, he does not seem to be slowed at all by it. Do you have another attack you want to make?
Yeah. I'll just make a regular shot at him.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to do one of my fire arrows.
Okay.
I had 1d6, and it's magical. Well, technically, it's a magical... Well, wait. If I'm taking a regular arrow, and I put it in a longbow +1, is that considered a magical attack still?
So that's an interesting point. The +1 bows aren't supposed to add to the damage. It's just supposed to add to the attack.
Okay. So, regular arrows being shot from a longbow +1 will not make that magical. Just the item.
No, it does increase your chance of hitting, but it doesn't inherently make arrows magical. Although some bows, make their own magical arrows when you pull back the string. So.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, I'll just be shooting a fire arrow at it.
Okay.
Dang. Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, clatters into the wall behind it. Or, well, no, you didn't miss. You're a good shot. It just doesn't seem to have found a purchase on its stone form. Would you like to move?
Well, that's the only one moving, right?
And Todier.
Wait, what?
I was saying Lesk and Todier have moved. I was asking if you were moving.
Oh, I was asking which of the statues was moving.
Bottom right.
Just that one?
Just that one so far.
Okay, then that's... I'm just going to keep position then.
Okay. Top of the round, Todier. However, we're going to go ahead and take our next break. I'm down to play a little late tonight if you guys are. I want to kind of check. What? Oh no! I did skip you. My bad.
You doodle doodle.
Hold up, I got this.
Dirtle, dirtle.
We'll do Dirtle's turn and then we'll pick up at the top of the round. Dirtle, go ahead.
Okay, I'm just gonna pick up my bow, try to shoot with the frost bow, and 25.
That's gonna hit like a motherfucker. And it's going to... Are you gonna use a charge?
Yes.
Okay. the frost explodes on it. The frost itself is doing reduced damage. However, that kind of effect does make the arrow magical. So your 12 piercing damage is going to go through, and go ahead and roll me the frost damage, and we'll half it.
That's 2d6. Maybe.
Is it?
I don't. Hold on. Oh, it's a d8. No?
A
Wait.
D8?
No, it's 1d6. Okay.
1d6?
I've got it in different places.
Yeah, we have different
Ooh.
values depending on where you buy it at. So 3. All right. So yeah, just like 1 point frost damage. Like I said, the frost itself did minimal, but it seemed to have forced its way deeper into the torso of the statue than the other ones, any other strike has so far. Anything else from Dirtle?
I ponder about life, and I am my turn.
Very well. Yeah, it was probably just his dog.
Oh.
Actually, he does still kind of have an echo. Echo! No? Maybe not.
Sorry. This is the part of the adventure where I think I should have just said.
Is there any way to minimize the little icons in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, because it's covering up the map?
Yes, you can go to the gear icon, the settings on the right-hand bar, where like your journal and shit is, you know.
Oh,
And
okay.
there's a toggle for it for size somewhere in there.
I put it on names only, that way I can see the map.
Yeah, player's avatar size, names only. I think it comes in as regular by default.
Oh, okay. Yeah, oh, cool, yay! Okay, got it.
Yep. There's a lot of custom settings, and I haven't even explored them all, but feel free to go through and kind of like mess with that stuff. There's even like 3D dice and shit like that. I haven't really tried it out. If anyone feels like trying out the 3D dice, that'd be cool.
How do
Actually,
you do that?
it's under the settings.
Says
Enable 3D dice. It's right below and the.
Oh yeah, I just turned it on. Did you see my dice roll? Hell yeah,
Oh,
we see
yeah.
each other's dice now. Hell yeah. Okay, that's my new favorite thing, guys.
Yay.
I like that.
That is my new favorite thing.
Unless a roll is made like that is invalid.
Yeah. That's crazy. Hey, I'm rolling to myself. Did you see my D4 that I dropped?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
But we did
I was
hear
like-
the noise.
Alright, that's fair. Cool, so you
Hold
can
on.
hear me rolling dice. Awesome.
Yep.
That's
Yes,
always
we
how I
can.
drive. I
I'm gonna
drive
try
my,
to do an attack, see what happens. Because I've got it set on automatically roll. Oh, wow.
Yep,
Ah.
just straight rolls it. That's great. Oh my
I
god,
love
that's
that.
great.
I love that a lot.
Okay, so what I need you to do though, yeah, no, I'm gonna stick with it. I need you to find a way to drop the +1 damage off of your, +1 longbow.
I'll
That's-
fix it.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because it's +1 to attack, but not +1 to damage. So that's where the arrows come in. Bows don't do shit for damage on their own. You have to fire an arrow.
That's fine.
And I understand the 36 is my hit points. What's the 20 and the 15? Because I shot an arrow.
The 20 is supposed to be your arrow tracker, so go ahead and remove one from that every time you fire. And I was going to suggest that the Rangers do the same. What I can do is go into your settings while we're waiting for Todier to get back, and go to ammo tracker. Ammo tracking.
I've been back for a minute.
And how many? Oh, you've been back. Okay. Well, we'll do this later then.
And what's the
These are pretty
15?
good. What? Oh, that's your AC, your armor class.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Todier, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do my first 2 attacks, and then I'm going to do a stunning strike.
Okay, you can choose to apply a stunning strike after any hit. So go ahead and give me those attacks. Or one at a time, I suppose. Because if you stun him, then your next attacks have advantage.
You're right. If I use stunning strike, it has to be with one of my first 2 attacks. It's not a bonus action attack, like a bonus attack action. It's just a bonus action.
No, you can do it on any attack.
So technically, I could use that with Flurry of Blows and spend 2 key points to do 4 damage, 4 attacks, but with one of them being a stunning strike.
Yes, but you get this. You could make 2 attacks as your action, and make each a stunning strike for 2. And then you could bonus action, Flurry of Blows, and make each one of those a stunning strike. You know? It's just how many key points you want to spend in one round. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't have that many key points, Castle.
Yeah, but in theory, you could dump most of your key points in like one round.
Oh, damn. Okay,
Yeah.
Damn it, I only have 4. I could only do it twice. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it twice. I'm gonna go to... My first 2 attacks are just gonna be normal.
Alright. And these are going to be with the force arms?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a nat 1.
Hold on, let me follow it up.
Okay, not a follow-up. That's a flat miss. Next. 12. That is going to chink off his armor. Or his, the stone without damage.
Damn.
Okay, that's also going to miss.
Huh.
That's finally going to hit.
With
One
the
of your
stunning
force
strike.
arms finally manages to damage him 4 or 6. Unless he's resistant to fucking force 2. No, he's not.
Constitution save and throw, please.
Right? Yes, I will give you the saving throw. That is Constitution?
Yeah, Constitution.
Okay. 16. What is your DC? I feel like we go through this every time, but
Isn't it 19?
Maybe. So it'll be 8 plus your wisdom bonus plus proficiency. So that's 5 plus 8, 13. Is that right?
No, I have 4 wisdom. Oh wait, no, it's I always look at my fucking saving throws when I'm looking at this.
Yeah, let me check your fucking key real quick. 8 plus proficiency plus wisdom modifier. So yeah, 13. So he succeeds.
Damn.
He doesn't seem to get stunned by this, unfortunately. Unless someone would like to try and bend fate.
Using an inspiration point.
That's the one.
Sure, let's do that.
Yeah? Alright, I will re-roll that with disadvantage. Oh, brutal.
Wow.
Well, that was wasted. Alright, so, up next, unless Todier would like to move.
No, I'm within range of it getting a attack of opportunity, aren't I?
Yep. Okay.
Then screw that.
Ascites.
Okay, again, I'm going to do a steady aim.
Okay. You have
And
advantage on this attack.
another bow, short bow. Attack.
That is a nat 20. Would you follow that up? Just go ahead and roll a d20.
Well, that was crap.
Not a 20, but it's still a crit. So, let's see.
I mean, wouldn't that be 32?
Yeah, I was just making sure that that's what I was reading it right. Yeah, 32 points of damage. Unfortunately, he still seems resistant to your non-magical arrows, so he's going to be taking 16.
It's still pretty good. I don't know.
It's still really good. That's even more damage than Dirtle managed to do to it. Anything else?
I'm very good at what I do. Nope, gonna stay up here on top of this other statue.
Okay. Up next is going to be the statue. And, he's going to take a mighty step off of his pedestal and into the space of your spiritual hammer, pushing it back. As it has no real substance, only force. And he is going to make an attack against each of you. Why aren't you rolling?
I'm not gliding.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
One of us dies.
Still does all that damage? Isn't that crazy?
Or
Yeah, no, that was a glitch, though. I want to say it was not wanting to roll at first. Allow me to, because I didn't declare who was getting first. First one's gonna go to Lesk. Give me a second. I guess it takes a second to load all those fucking dice, huh? That's a nat 1.
Ooh.
Well, that was a nat 20, but that's still a miss. Okay, the second one's going to be against Todier.
Just sit here while we find out if I die or not.
That's a 17. What's your armor class?
19.
Oh, he misses.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
By fortune.
Up next in the turn order is going to be Lesk. Lesk, you going to teach this thing a lesson?
I am going to do Insightful Maneuver.
What does that do?
It reveals any vulnerabilities it might have, as well as making it vulnerable to one type of damage of my choice.
Very well.
Piercing.
Which I will choose to be bludgeoning damage, as I smack it with a glowforge. It only lasts up to my turn.
It does not have any vulnerabilities.
Not a single vulnerability? Well, that's unfortunate.
However, you can choose to make it vulnerable to something. What would you like to make it vulnerable to?
Bludgeoning.
My arrows! My arrows!
Well, it only lasts to my turn.
Oh,
So after my turn is over, it's not vulnerable to...
okay. I'll be quiet.
I will make it vulnerable to bludgeoning damage and attempt to smack it.
Very well. Go ahead and give me your smack. With a 13, your smack does not work. You can't find a good spot to hit the sucker.
Starting to think the dice is causing the thing to lag a little bit.
It is.
Oh, it definitely will.
It's cool, but like I'm rolling a bunch of dice for this big guy, so it takes a second. Would you like to bonus? Oh, you already bonus actioned.
Yep, that is bonus action and action.
Very well. Up next is Dirk.
I so we've all decided that the size of the room is the way that it is, or is it 75 feet?
No, we'll just run it with this size. It's fine.
Oh, okay, cool.
Perhaps you're not very good with measuring distances without tape measures, and you can't tell what 90 feet across is.
Okay then, that's fair enough. I have terrible perception anyway. All right. I'm gonna get right at the base of this statue, right there.
Yeah.
And then I'll go ahead and fire an arrow.
Very well. Fire your arrow.
I'm gonna make this one a pushing attack.
That's a nat 20. Why don't you follow that up for me?
Oh.
Very well. But this was just a normal arrow, right?
Yep.
Right. And he needs to make a strength saving throw?
Yeah. I believe my PC was... It did go up, so 11.
He rolled a 16.
Alright.
He's not pushed, but go ahead and... Alright, you did your damage. That's 12. Halve to 6.
I'll make another shot.
Very well. Another normal arrow?
Yep.
Okay. That's going to hit again for 4 points of damage.
Add my wasp damage to it.
Very well.
That was 1d6.
Yeah.
Now, that's magical damage. That's not...
That he'll take full of, so a total of 9 damage.
And I'll also, if possible for a bonus action, I would like to glance about the room just to double check nothing else is moving.
Currently, nothing else is stirring. However, the roof is shaking and some dust is starting to float down a little bit from the slams in the ground,
If that's the case, I'll me in a worried panic will yell to Dirtle.
Dirtle! Get on top of a statue!
And that's
Cool. Turtle, it's your turn. You can see that the statue that they're in combat with is now starting to show signs of wear and tear, cracks forming along it. There's several arrows sticking out of it now. The vines from the previous vine attempt didn't hold it, but they're still, holding the wall and writhing. What would you like to do?
Run to the closest statue.
That's where Dirk is, you stupid possum boy.
I'll run to one where he's not.
Okay. Yeah, you just go around the altar to the left.
Yes.
Cool. Can you control your guy, or do you want me to move you?
Hold on. Okay, I got it. Nope.
What was that distance?
Oh, I don't know.
That was 55 feet. You'd have to dash to get there.
Dashing through the stones. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Alright, then a bonus action if you have one.
I don't, but I'm gonna have to cancel playing the rest of the night. I have a serious head cold and I can't focus.
Very well. We can call it. I know it's late on your guys' side, and it's not like initiative's gonna, disappear on us. So
I think it would be fine to call it.
yeah.
All right.
Besides, this is gonna be honestly a longer combat than you think. So
Oh boy.
Next time on Call of the Beastlands, will the mantis get crushed?
Will Lusk die a second time?
find out next time in the Beastlands. Thank you, everybody, and good night.
My
Cut.
Okay.
What's up, guys?
Finally, yes.
All right. But yeah, seriously, good game, guys. There was, a lot of good role play in there, and successfully integrated a new party member. And so far, he's hitting every time, so that's always good.
Yes.
We're very good at what we do.
Yeah.
Are you gonna commission Calvin to draw your character?
Well, seeing how I brought him into this world,
yeah, I
No.
think this
He's gonna do that one
gratitude
for free.
involved.
he's
Oh,
gonna
I
do
don't
it.
think I failed to introduce you
Oh.
properly. This is Calvin's
Ah.
dad, Robert. He is our new player.
Hello, nice to meet you.
In case you're wondering where they
Amazing.
got the stupidity, it didn't come from me. But,
Oh yeah, that's must have been your dad, huh? Skip a generation.
yeah.
Definitely.
Maybe the creative side a little bit, and maybe I had something to do with that, but I don't know where all the nonsense came from. But anyway,
Yep. All right. I will see you guys next Tuesday at the latest. Feel free to hit me up throughout the week if you need something.
Follow us on all major social media, Discord, Twitch, and as always, thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you again next week.